Welcome to our guide on the best fly fishing backpack setups. Today, we'll be exploring a range of options from budget-friendly to high-end to help you find the perfect pack for your fishing adventures. We'll start with a basic, affordable backpacking setup that lacks back support, ideal for short trips and light loads. Next, we'll move on to a day-use backpack with half-firm back support, offering more comfort and stability for longer outings. For those embarking on extended fishing trips, we'll discuss a larger backpack with a full frame back support, designed to carry all your essentials while keeping you comfortable on the trail. We'll also take a closer look at the popular Fish Pond Firehole backpack, known for its durability, organization, and angler-specific features. Finally, we'll explore the versatility of fishing chest packs, which provide easy access to your gear and can be worn alone or in combination with other packs. So, whether you're a beginner or a seasoned angler, stay tuned as we dive into the world of fly fishing backpacks and help you find the perfect setup for your next fishing adventure. Are you ready to embark on an unforgettable fly fishing adventure at Rock Lake Earth Lodge? Introducing the Fly Fishing Academy Getaway, an all-inclusive experience designed for beginners and intermediates, just 45 minutes into the northwest mountain ranges of Hinton, Alberta. Enjoy shared accommodations with fellow anglers and savor delicious meals covered throughout your stay at Rock Lake Earth Lodge. Day 1 begins with a comprehensive fly fishing course. Learn how to rig your rod and choose the right gear for any situation. Master the art of casting with expert guidance during the first half of the day. In the afternoon, you'll put your skills to the test on the river, learning real-world fishing techniques.
Nice!
On day 2, we'll recap casting and teach you how to tie your own flies. Then, spend more time on the water exploring lake fishing techniques. Day 3 is all about guided fishing. Start your morning on the lake and spend your afternoon on the river with a guide to help you every step of the way. On our final day, we'll ensure everyone gets a chance to experience both lake and river fishing with our expert guides. Throughout your getaway at Rock Lake Earth Lodge, you'll have the opportunity to catch a variety of species, including pike, lake trout, whitefish, grayling, rainbow trout, and bull trout. At the end of your Fly Fishing Academy getaway at Rock Lake Earth Lodge, you'll leave with new skills, unforgettable memories, and a passion for fly fishing that will last a lifetime. Book your all-inclusive fly fishing getaway at Rock Lake Earth Lodge today and start your angling adventures with Adventure Time Outfitters. All right, let's see if we can do this in one take. We got the kids kicked in the house for a little bit because I come out here and then was about to try and do a video here real quick, and of course everyone come out to start making noise. That's how it always works when you're at home and you're kind of doing stuff from home. Anyway, so today we are going, I'm trying to get some more videos out again, trying to post a little more frequently. I've been really bad for it. I've also been extremely busy. Life has not been cooperating as much as I wanted to, but it also has been cooperating quite well. So busy, / trying to get a groove and things. So on today's video, we are gonna go over backpacks. You all know, obviously, I do a ton of backpacking, more so to hike into the places that I am fishing. There's all sorts of backpacks you can get, from sling packs to waist packs to all sorts of different types of packs, chest packs, and I have tried a few different options, and today I'm going to go over the options that I've tried and worked up to the one that I currently use, and you see all the pictures of me and the fishing videos. It's been a process, I should say, of like trying to figure this out, but it's also been cool because you kind of like, people tell you, oh, they do this, do that, but then you're like, well, maybe I'll try and save a little bit of money here, and then you do it, and then you realize, oh man, that doesn't really work. But everyone's a little different as well. So what might work for me might not work for you. For what I'm doing, carrying camera equipment, lunches, safety equipment, because I am in the country where I'm hiking in kilometers of stretches of river and into rivers or quadding in and all that kind of stuff. So it can be kind of tough. You want to bring as little amount of gear as possible because you don't want too heavy, but at the same time, you also don't want to underpack your gear, and if you get in trouble, you don't have anything to save yourself with or help yourself with, or at least prolong until safety can get to you. So a lot of what I have has all this in mind. Carrying my camera equipment, carrying my flies, carrying, rods, net, all that kind of stuff, right? I also guide. So while I'm in there, I need to make sure I can carry enough equipment, or the lunches, like on my guided trips, I provide lunches. So when you're doing that, I want to make sure that I have stuff that can carry the safety equipment I need should my customers get into trouble. They're going to have some of their own gear, but there's mostly going to be like flies, whatever. There's other stuff that I need to bring to ensure their safety, and to make sure that should things go awry, I can get them out as safely as possible. All right, so let's start from the beginning. There's 3 different types of backpacks that you're gonna get, okay? This was the very first one that I actually started backpacking with. And this one worked out okay. It has some straps here. It was a cheap one. I think I paid like $50 for this at the Boat and Sportsman show, and it had everything I needed. I could fit everything I needed. It had it's fairly waterproof on the inside, things for water, stuff like that, and then it had like straps in the back so I could like strap waders to the front of it, and the stuff that I might not want to carry walking in. It also had a thing on the top, and also has some loops, and it comes like this. You pull in here, strap it up, and then also having that weight right here where you can bring it in so it's not loose all over the place. And as you can see, it's not bad. It works pretty good, and it did the job for quite a while. However, if you notice, you see how far up it is right here? This is something I never realized when I first got into this. Now obviously I could lower my straps a little bit to let this thing drop down a bit like that. See, now it's riding on my straps and my hips. That's some of the stuff you need to consider. Sorry if this is weird. It's just kind of, this thing's trying to go on my neck. That's some of the things you need to consider when buying one of these backpacks. Not even just like if you're buying a cheap one or a more expensive one, depending, is your torso length. So it needs to be able to go around your hips so that when you strap this up and you have weight in here, right, you can strap it and you can have the weight where it distributes evenly from your shoulders to your waist. Because I can tell you right now, and I'll tell you for free, I have some backpacks that only have the straps. And if you are backpacking up in those countries where I like some of the spots I get into, where you have lunch, camera gear, all that stuff, and all that weight, and you don't have the weight evenly distributed here within the backpack, that's another one that you have to consider. So one of the things about that is like having the weight distributed properly in there, which we will get into. But I'm just going to talk about backpacks right now. So this was the first one I had. Wasn't too bad. Worked pretty good. I think I used it for about a year and a bit. And I always found that this thing come undone right here, so I ended up just tying a knot in here so it wouldn't pull tight and come loose. But it has no side straps here, and it's okay. It did the job. It was $50, but like having this kind of stuff, like this stuff here and this, and be able to pull it in so that it's not like out on your shoulders, but it's in, and all the weight is distributed evenly within your body, that's pretty important. So even with a cheap one, that's something you need to consider. This one worked out okay, but then I think, if I'm not mistaken, where was it? Oh, so you see these straps here? This strap here, yeah, on both of these, went up to here so that it held the backpack better. right? And then I could adjust these straps, and it would help adjust the weight evenly. But once again, cheaper backpack. I ripped them out because it takes a lot of weight. I'm probably hiking with like 30 pounds, if not more, depending, right? Probably more most days. So anyway, that was one of the backpacks that I had. Now the one thing about this backpack that I will mention, that I will get into with kind of the next backpack, is this has no frame. So yes, the backpack will sort of distribute the weight to it, but not that great because it doesn't have a frame. And if you look it up, there are full frame backpacks, there are half frame backpacks, and then there are like just backpacks with no frame. This is one of those. Works pretty good, but like I said, doesn't have a frame, or not even a half a frame to it, so that when you strap it to you, it doesn't distribute the weight that well to your back. That is the one downside to not having zero frame in the backpack. So I had this, worked pretty good, and then we ended up switching as I upgraded a little bit. So as I got more into backpacking, and I started getting my kids into it with me, I looked into buying them better backpacks. So this is one I actually use. My oldest son Wesley, he uses this, but this is a Gregory Nano 20. This is a really good day hike backpack. I really like it. It has a breathable mesh on the backside, so it has a bit of a cushion. So it does fold, but it's like not. It also allows your back to breathe while also giving you that helps support the weight that you're carrying. It has a top backpack, a top part right here. My kid has his camera stuff in here and some batteries, and then also has a strap right here, which I was able to put gear in, and you could put. We got some. Oh, look at that. We had food in here from our last trip. The kids. They can put some stuff in here. You got a spot for your water bottles if you're carrying one, and this one also has a water bladder pack, which is really nice. So you can put it in here, and then right here there's a spot that comes out for the water bladder for the hose, which is quite nice. I can't say I use it too often because I usually just have a filtered straw with a small little water bottle, and I just fill the water bottle as I need when I'm on the river. But if you're hiking, it's definitely nice, and you're hiking in spots where you might not have as much water. But you can see right here, lots of space, more than enough for a day hike. You can put like a small safety kit in there, maybe some matches, a small poncho, rain jacket, and a quick lunch in there. And it fits quite nicely. So I started using this for walk and wading my trips. And you know what? It was really nice. I was going for the day and it held up solid. Like, it was probably one of the better setups I had tried. Not to mention it also has a little whistle that you can blow in, which my kids like to use, and I tell them to use all the time when we're out to make noise, because when you're out in bear country, you want to make sure you make enough noise. Now, as you can see, it is quite on, like, it actually works out good that it comes to my waist, so it is like I can adjust the height of this so it straps, which is really nice. So this is one of the ones that I started using. This is a good option. It's about 120 bucks, I think, is this backpack. A little bit more money. However, quality, longevity, that is like big. And that is the one thing I have learned about doing these outdoor activities for long periods of time, where you are using and abusing these things, is that's not gonna hold up. This will hold up a lot more because it is built to hold up better. It's supposed to be some army backpack that I thought might be tough, and turned out it was just as cheap as all the rest of them. But it did the part when as long as I needed. So if you have to, it's not a bad option. Go for it. You just be prepared that maybe in a year or two you may have to change it or upgrade. So that's this one. This is the Gregory. I have another one here. This is for my youngest, Flynn. This is another one. This is the Gregory. This is the Nano 16. This is a really nice backpack as well. Spot here. It has a little spot for opening to put some stuff in the top, which just has toys in there. And then this one doesn't have a zipper, but it does have a spot like that. This one does not come with a spot to allow you to put a, nope, that's a lie. It does have a bladder sack inside. It's on the inside. So I lied. This does have a bladder sack. Sweet. So this one, it works well. Once again, it has a bladder sack, and then pockets on the side and some D-loops in here so that you could put it on. This even works for me too. Like I could use this one. It's not too bad. It is a little on the short side. I could adjust the straps, make it work. But once again, it is a half-framed backpack, so my kids don't feel all the weight on their back. They can distribute it evenly as long as they use these when they actually use them. Reminding them to use it is pretty critical. But once again, being able to distribute the weight properly works really well. Moving on. Okay, so for my big trips, now if I'm going with clients, I need to carry a little bit more gear, I have my big one. Now this is a full framed backpack, and this has lots of space. You know, it's huge, it's zippers. So this one here is called a Mountain Smith. What's the size of it? I think it's a 65 liter. Apex 60, it's a 60 liter. But it also has, like this thing, you can carry a lot in this. I actually take this when I go for like, when I'm traveling a lot now, I take this one with me because I can fit a lot of gear. I can fit a lot of fly fishing gear in there. Plus I can fit the majority of my clothes. This is a full frame and I really like this one. Pocket on the top works out deadly. Another pocket on the top, more space. I mean, you could overload it pretty good. I got a pocket right here. Big pocket right here, which works out real nice. Where else? Oh, the cool thing about this backpack is if you pack it, so if I want to pack it, I can pack it in here and I can stuff all my gear in there, right? You get it all built up. But one of the things, and this is one of the things that I liked about this backpack, which was a big selling point for me, was if I need to get at that gear and I want to pack it a certain way. Now if you want to get at that, but they say you want to get at a raincoat at the bottom, right, which is going to be lighter gear, because sometimes you put some stuff at the top that you need that's more efficiently grab earlier, but to efficiently pack your backpack, you go from light to heavier on the top because it evenly distributes it better on your back. You can take this, go down, and you can see I can get at all the backpack. So I can lay it down and I can get all my gear, which is wicked. Really like it, really enjoy it. It's awesome for big trips. And I can also use it to carry enough gear to help for my clients if they are coming in with me, which they should have a certain amount of gear. And then there's this. This one can also be adjusted for your height, so it properly fits. Right now it's designed for me, obviously. And when you put it on, it's good. This also, I can adjust the shoulder straps. And this one I really like, and this is insanely comfortable and great for long hiking trips. It evenly distributes all the weight, and the frame helps distribute the weight better, as well as having it packed properly. Also, it has pockets, so if I can put like my indicators, plus the side pockets for nets, water bottles, axe, other things that you're gonna need. This is really handy and I really enjoy it. This is a great backpack. I haven't used it for too many big long trips for backpacking, but I have used it for like short stuff overall. Now, to the fishing side of it. I just wanted to explain the backpacks so that you can understand what you're looking for and what I have and why I like what I have. So, the cross between both backpacks. All right, so my absolute favorite setup I have come across and I am still using, I think this is my 3rd year using it now, and this backpack is going strong, is Fish Pond makes some really good versatile backpacks. Not sponsored, this is just what I found, this is what I use because it hits all the marks for me. I always hated if you got the waist packs, you didn't have enough. You could bring your necessities, but I bring camera gear, so what do I do with that? I like them for the sense I can have like some gear here as long as they're waterproof, but I don't like them for the sense that I can't fit enough gear in it. Which I guess I try to downsize the amount of gear I bring. And you can have a sling pack, which could work. Now you could have a combo of a hip and sling, but the problem with the sling is you have that weight and it's all on one shoulder. On a full day hike, which I know I have some buddies who hike with me and have used it and can attest to, some of my trips are not for the weak and weary, but it involves a lot of work. And that work comes at a cost. So having the gear work with you to make yourself comfortable is super important, and that's what this does for me. So the cool thing about this, so this is the chest pack. So this is a combo between a chest pack, not a sling, not a hip, but a chest pack where you can, here's the canyon, this is just a little canyon. There is the complete waterproof packs that you want, but for the most part, my flies in here stay dry anyway because they're waterproof boxes, and everything else in there doesn't really matter too much if it gets wet. It gets wet anyway, so it's not a big deal. What about this like really sells it to me? So now I can have my gear, I can have all my stuff right here, but I can also carry the stuff that I need to go on these trips to make sure that I stay safe. So this is a 30-liter backpack. This has an H2O spot, so it has a water sleeve in there, which is deadly. So you can use it for those long day hikes. It has a pocket on the top, which allows me to store like sealant for my waders if I get a hole, headlamps, some battery, my filter for my camera, some GoPro stuff in there. And then on the front pocket, this is a fairly waterproof pocket, just this one alone. I'll put my wallet in here, which works out real nice. Currently I have some straps that go right here and allows me to put stuff in here or put my my rod tubes in here with these net holder spots. I could put my rod tube through it and then strap it to it so that it doesn't go anywhere and it's not flying all over the place. Keeps it fixed within the backpack. Works really solid. The other part is all sorts of D-loops here to hook stuff to. So like my Zoleo, I'll hook my Zoleo to it. Make sure it's on my persons at all times just in case something bad goes wrong. And it also has like it straps, these straps, you can unfold them and then you can roll them up to what you want so they don't slip on you, which is, once again, they thought about it, because what did I say about the other pack? It kept slipping on me, right? It's solid, like very well thought out, and the majority of their stuff is well thought out, 100%. So then I got this. It fits me well on the height. I can adjust these to go up or down. Now it's not as quick, but it's adjustable. I have spots for dry fly, thermometer over here. I've got indicators over here, you know, like a little towel wipe. Like I have everything I need right here. The other thing about this backpack that really sells me is, so this is a chest pack, which comes with a back strap, which is in here. I'll show you that in a minute. It's in the bottom. But the coolest thing about this is this connects to me. Oh, there we go. This connects to me. So now I feel like a SWAT team going in to do battle with fish. We're going hunting. But now I have everything I need. Sometimes I can take these, I can move this. This stuff can go on the side, as you can see, or I'll take my pliers and I kind of push them on the side here like that. So this is out of the way, allows me to get access. I got a little pocket right here. I can stick my phone right there. So then if I catch a fish, I want to do it, I want to get a quick pick, take it out, click, there you go. And I could have a rod tube on this side, which works really well. I have like a double case rod tube I throw in here, which I can carry 2 rods. So if I'm hiking in, I don't have to carry the rods with me. My net, I have a little net sling right here, and you can take it, bam, sits in there nice, doesn't move around too much. Out of the way, I can hike into spots, I can do my thing. I'm movable, I'm mobile, which I really like. This is my favorite setup. I'm comfortable, I can handle everything I need. I've got all my stuff in here, and then if I need to, but I can also do this, pull it apart. Here we go. Now I can pull it apart, it's nice and easy, right? So, and then the last quick little thing I want to talk to you guys about is on this backpack is this. So this little back strap here, you can see it, the little bottom pocket. So this is the back to my chest pack right here, my Canyon. And then it also has a net slot. So if I am in a hole where I am fishing for a bit, I can just pull this out and drop the backpack. The other part is this right here. So you get in, you want to take your boots off, or you want to hike into a spot, but you don't want to wear your waders to get in there because it gets warm, especially when you're hiking through the woods with waders on. This goes right here and hooks to the top of this, like that. And then this one kind of goes to the bottom, like so. And you can put your waders and you can put your shoes, and you just stretch this over top of it, roll it up, and now I can carry that with me, and I can carry it in to the spot and put them on when I get to the water. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Summertime, this is the attire you'll see me in. I wet wade, I don't care. I prefer the water to keep me cool all day. And then this is all fast drying pants, so this also helps me. That can be another video, but that is how I run my backpack setup for my big adventures that I go on. I thought it'd be really cool to share. I've been meaning to share it for a year or so, and I just have not had the time. But as of recent, I've had the time, and I'm trying to put out more videos on like Tidbit Tuesday, which is exactly what this kind of is, where I give you guys some feedback and some info on how I go about doing my trips and how I get into and what I like to use in gear. Go out, try some gear. Things make some great stuff. Also with the fish pond stuff, there is a completely submersible water pack you can buy. There's also another one like this Canyon that's a completely submersible pack. These are a little bit more on the cheaper side, and to be honest with you, I don't really eat shit too often in the water, so I don't find, I've never regretted having this and not having a submersible one. This one, I've had some gear get a little bit wet, but the other side to that is get some water bags, some dry bags. There we go, there's the word. So this is a dollar store dry bag. This will keep your stuff from getting wet. Take out the important stuff you want, the stuff that you don't want to get wet, your first aid kit, your bear bangers, your certain stuff that, like, you know, our camera, phone, wallet, take it, throw it in here. Now, this was like, you know, 20, not even 20 bucks, I think it was 10 bucks for this. And now you can go and you don't have to buy, you don't have to go buy that $300-400 backpack that's completely submersible. Now if you want to, they're definitely worth it. I would definitely would. But if you're going on a budget side of things, you will not be disappointed with this. I have not, and I love it. It's great for hiking, and I use it for all sorts of other things too, not just fishing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm gonna head out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. What is your favorite setup for fly fishing? I'd love to hear it. Love to comment and feedback with you guys. It's something I know we all have our different opinions on what we want. What's your opinion? Anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Ciao.